Hi friends, this is Miss Gardner and today we're going to learn a new letter. If you don't know already, the letter is D. Can you say that with me? D. Good job. This is our uppercase D and this is our lowercase d. And the D sound says D as in dog. D says D. Can you say that with me? D says D. Good job. So I'm actually going to put my letter D to the side and I'm going to teach you the letter formation. I'm going to teach you how to write the uppercase D and the lowercase d. Are you ready? I'm going to start with my uppercase D. Watch me as I go. Alrighty, I'm always going to start at the top. I'm going to make my line down and then I'm going to go back up, but when I go back up I have to be very careful to trace that same line up and then watch me go around all the way to close that. Did you see that? That's my uppercase D. Let's try that again. I'm going to start at the top. Ready? Say that with me. Down, up and around. Notice how I'm taking my time so I can do my very best. So that's how we make our uppercase D. Now we're going to try our lowercase d. But friends, let me let you in on a little secret. Remember our letter C we practiced recently? Yeah. If you know how to make the letter C, I guarantee you can make the lowercase letter D. Let me show you, okay? So we are actually going to start by making our letter C. Watch me. Over and around like a C. Up, down. Did you see that? I just made the lowercase d out of our lowercase c. Let's do that again. You ready? I'm gonna start like I'm making my C, over and around like a C, but then I'm gonna go up on that line and trace back down. And that is how you make the lowercase d. So this is our uppercase D, and this is our lowercase d. And do you remember the sound that D says? D says D. Can you say that with me? D says D. Good job, friends. Now we're going to try doing a couple different things on how to make the letter D, both our uppercase and lowercase. So I'm just going to use my whiteboard right now, and I'm just going to use my finger, and I'm going to pretend that I am writing the uppercase D. So why don't you try this with me? You ready? Get your finger ready with mine. Ready? Let's say it together. Down, up, and around. Good job. This time we're going to try it and we're just going to say the letter. We're still on our uppercase D. Ready? D. One more time. D. Good job, friends. Let's try the same thing with our lowercase letter. Let's try the same thing with our lowercase d, okay? So we're first going to try it by saying the formation, and then the second time we're going to try it and we're going to just say the letter. So you ready for our lowercase d? Ready? Over and around like a C, up, down. Good. Let's try it this time and just say the letter. Are you ready? D. Good job. This time, why don't you try writing the uppercase D in the air? Are you ready? Let's try it in the air. D. Good. Let's try it with our lowercase d. Ready? D. Good. This time, why don't you try it on your foot? Let's try the uppercase D. You ready? D. Let's try the lowercase. D. Good job, friends. Today we learned the letter what? D. That's right. And we know that the letter sound says D. Alrighty, friends. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.